Hi, I'm Shane with the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We are on the web at drumcenternh.com. Today we are featuring the new Yamaha Live Custom Hybrid drum set. This drum set is in the Uzu Natural Finish, which is a proprietary method of applying the lacquer to the drum that Yamaha has developed, and it is gorgeous. It almost has it's like a textured feel to it. It's just, it's really stunning. Looks like fine furniture. This set features a 22-inch bass drum that's 18 inches deep, a 10-inch tom that's 7 inches deep, 12 by 8, 16 by 15, and a matching 14 by 5.5 snare. They have the triple flanged hoops, the 2.3 dyna hoops. Hardware is all black nickel plated. These have the Yes 3 mounts. I absolutely love the Yes 3 mount. I feel like it's a huge step up for them. There's another hole in the shell towards the bottom, but I feel like that really supports it and allows the drum to resonate more freely. One might argue, well, hey, you're drilling more holes in the shell. Isn't that counterintuitive to what we're trying to achieve? And I think the answer is no, because the lugs are a single point lug, so there are less holes in this shell than you would find on competing manufacturers. This has the oak shell with a phenolic center ply. Now, this is something that has come down from the Yamaha's PHX series. They started blending shells over 10 years ago with Jitoba and Kapoor, and eventually that found its way into the absolute hybrids, which have that center ply of Wenge, which has a great result. And now we have this with the phenolic center ply. And what they're trying to do is create the really live custom drums. One of the things they did with this is they put these weights in the bass drum. Now, these weights, they're bass enhancing. They do two things. They're designed to really, really enhance the low end out of the bass drum, and they're also designed to throw your back out. What they did here is no joke. The low end I'm getting out of this bass drum is noticeable. This is a real step. I mean, there is some significant low end coming out of this bass drum. So kudos to them for coming up with this concept, because it's cool. It sounds like there's a woofer in front of the drum. When I first saw the kit, I was kind of curious, like, why didn't these have the hook lugs on them? And that was something I brought up to Yamaha, and their response was very simple. It was a matter of sound. Everything that Yamaha does is based on sound. It's not about the pricing or any of that. It's, will the drum sound best with this lug or that lug? And they tried both, and they decided that this lug had a better sound for the kit. The cymbals we're featuring today are Paiste Signature Series. This is the Signature Fast Crash 20 and 18. Absolutely great. Dark Energy 14-inch hi-hats, and my favorite ride cymbal, which is the 22-inch Reflector bell ride. This is the Power Slave ride. This is the Nickel McBrain of Iron Maiden's ride cymbal. You could do anything with this cymbal. You could kick a big band. You could play country music with it. You could play heavy metal. It does everything. So versatile. I love the original live custom drums. That was their first line that they were doing in their new facility in mainland China. Now this is the same facility that they do their pianos and their guitars in. Those particular drums reminded me a lot of the drums that were being made by Sakai for Yamaha. They had that contained, nice tone, just a very pleasing sound. When they came out with the hybrids, I noticed that the drums had more of an aggression that I really, really liked. And then I noticed the new recording customs were a lot more aggressive than the old ones. And I feel like this is falling in that same path. These drums are really meant to speak, and I really feel like they earned the title live custom because these are meant to be played live. These have a very sharp tone. They're very biting. They're robust, and you don't have to hit them too hard. They respond really, really well.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here. Everybody sort of, I think, expects these drums to just be like great rock drums, and they totally are. But what if you tune them up? What if you try a little bit different flavor? That's what we wanted to find out. First of all, the bass drum. Oh my God. I hope it comes through the video because in the room, it sounds as big as this room we're in right now. It's crazy.
Nice.
There we go.
That
Okay.
kick drum sounds great from right here. That's like the perfect kick drum sound.
Yeah. The weights that Yamaha puts inside the bass drum, they must be doing something because it's a 22 by 18 and I've played plenty of those, but this one, it has the focus of a 20 or 22, but it just has the volume and the presence of a 26 or a 28 or like, it's ridiculous. It's great. Snare drum sounds excellent, like super crisp and articulate. It's like, I just want to keep playing the snare like all day long. It responds to like every stroke. I mean, from tiny, tiny ghost strokes to, fortissimo. It does it all. It's awesome. Toms are interesting. We left the stock clear Remo Emperors on these, but just brought the pitch up. A lot of times guys use clear Emperors and they bring the pitch just above wrinkle and they just want dead low thuddy and they work great for that. If you tune them up, it's kind of cool. Like you get, that nice bright pitch, that nice clear tone. They're really warm, really responsive, even like at really low volumes. I mean, you just tap the heads and you hear that note. I wanted to try something interesting with the Cymbals. I've been into UFiP for a long time. We've been stocking them for a long time, and they've got some really cool models. We've got mostly new and a little bit old here. We've got 15-inch Experience Blast Extra Dry hi-hats. We've got a 20-inch Experience Blast Extra Dry Crash. Over here, I've got a 1931 series 19-inch Crash. Sounds great. And as the ride, I've got an older model. This is new old stock for us. An Extatic series. They don't make these anymore. So this is a rare bird. It's an Extatic series 22-inch extra light ride. And this thing does it all. I mean, you can crash the heck out of this thing. The bell will take your head off and the ride sound is just so versatile and magic. It's great.
So when it comes to the price, that's the one thing that I feel, that was my first reaction was like, oh boy, these are expensive. Something I needed to be reminded of here was that there's a lot of work, R&Ding things. Yamaha doesn't put things out for the sake of putting them out. They R&D it for years. They test market it so that by the time it comes out to you, by the time you get it, there's not going to be any defects. They have to service a global market, so they can't put something out half-baked. And I see that very often from a lot of manufacturers. Now, fortunately, a lot of these companies that we work with, if there's a problem, they'll take care of it. But with Yamaha, there really isn't a problem. And so you're paying for that up front. To somebody like me, it's worth it. The links to buy these cymbals and these drums are in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit get notified. That way you'll be the first to know when we post new videos like this. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we can help you when you want to buy your Yamaha or any drum set or any drum gear. Give us a holler.